Hello, this is Andrew Abraham. I want to share with you an idea that it took me a long time to learn. It's an idea on how to, let's say, I'm going to write the word try to increase your returns when trend following. What we try to do is, and I always talk about is we want to buy the strongest performing, if it's a commodity, if it's a stock, or if it's a currency, and sell the weakest. There's a very easy way to do this, and it's not rocket science. What you do is you can look at an average rate of change, smooth it over 3 periods, or you can look at relative strength and also smooth it over several periods. When you smooth it over several periods, you get a smooth result, because when you look at it just one period, you might have some big jumps or big volatility. So what I do is I look at a group of markets, and almost like a conveyor belt of ideas is the trades go down the line. I want to identify the strongest and the weakest based on relative strength and rate of change, so that I know when I get one of those signals that possibly, just maybe, this might be one of the trades that might end up working a little bit better than others, because when we trend follow, we have no idea what's going to work. Most trades really don't work. That's the other reality when we trade. So I'm going to give you an example. This is a live trade that I've been in. It's cocoa, and you can see that cocoa has pretty much been going down pretty much all throughout September into now. I mean, it's just been falling out of bed. I mean, basically it fell almost 33%. I've been in this trade for quite some time, and it's been one of the weakest. But before, when it started falling, I got in about here-ish. It was one of the weakest out of all the other commodities that I looked at. And I had a breakout trade. And then there were times where, this whole period, nothing happened. And it just fell out of bed. And then we had another gap up, it fell out of bed. So what is the idea is you try to find the weakest if you want to go short. You want to find the strongest if you want to go long. And the way I do that, and I can teach you, and this is what my whole point is to use basically an average rate of change, which is part of my model, or you can use a relative strength, and you identify the weakest and the strongest. And then you're waiting for a catalyst. You're waiting for a breakout trade. Or the other idea, oops, let me clean that up. Bear with me one second, apologize for that. What also happens, my schedule is just coming up, that sometimes you have breakout trades, like I said about here. Then also sometimes you have retracement trades that let you get in, like a second time if you want to add, or get you in because you might not have had a breakout trade because it was too much risk. Here you had a very low risk trade. You had a gap up, you were in a definite downtrend, and your risk would have been almost to the high of those bars. That's it. Low risk. I'll tell you this, with all these red bars, it's might be time to be taking some profits that people would be doing. This is not what successful trend followers do. We follow our methodology. We don't second guess it. Then there's more peacefulness when we trade. We have a methodology. I mean, what I'm using is my stop, is I'm looking at an average true range stop, and I'm following it down. If it takes it out, I'm out. If not, let's just see what happens. Let's keep on going. So this is what trend following really is. Most of the trades don't work. The idea is you want to identify the strongest and the weakest with possibly, and I'm going to highlight the word possibly, the idea that that trade might work a little bit more because it's already, it's just a wave and you're just going with the wave. So this is what trend following is. You want to buy the strongest if you can put on a low risk bet. You want to sell the weakest if you put on a low risk bet. My name is Andrew Abraham. I want to teach you how to trend follow. This is not a get rich quick or anything like that. It's more of a compound your way to wealth, and it takes time. And I'm here to be your mentor and to help you, and I'm taking a limited number of students. Thank you very much.